Imagine a world where the very entities once blamed for environmental degradation now lead the charge towards a greener future. Sounds improbable, doesn't it? Our planet is in a state of environmental disarray, and it's no secret that human activities have been the driving force behind it. From the rapid depletion of natural resources to the surge of greenhouse gases, the scars we've left on Mother Earth are far from superficial. Yet as we delve deeper into this environmental enigma, a paradox begins to unfold. Those who were once the main culprits of environmental degradation, big corporations and governments, are now claiming to be at the forefront of sustainable transformation. These giants, whose footprints have historically been anything but green, are suddenly waving the flag of sustainability, pledging to reduce emissions, minimize waste, and champion renewable resources. Corporations, once synonymous with smoke-belching factories and rampant resource exploitation, are now boasting about their green initiatives. They're investing in renewable energy, developing eco-friendly products, and even committing to zero waste. On the other hand, governments, which were often seen as slow to react and complacent, are now enacting stringent environmental regulations and policies. They're setting ambitious goals for carbon neutrality, investing in clean energy, and promoting sustainable practices. But this sudden shift raises a pivotal question. Is this transformation genuine, or are we witnessing a cleverly orchestrated performance designed to clean up tarnished images and meet the growing demand for environmental responsibility? With corporations' green claims often shrouded in ambiguity and governments' policies marred by political agendas, the line between genuine sustainability efforts and superficial greenwashing becomes blurred. As we navigate this complex landscape, it's crucial to scrutinize these entities, to question their motives, their actions, and their impact. But are these giants of industry and governance really stepping up to the plate, or do we find ourselves amidst a grand greenwashing spectacle? As we delve into this investigative journey, we'll seek to uncover the truth behind these giants of change and their role in shaping our sustainable future. Contrary to popular belief, not all corporations turn a blind eye to environmental issues. It's easy to point fingers and assign blame, but let's take a moment to appreciate the giants who are going green. Companies that are not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. Take Google, for instance. The tech behemoth has been carbon neutral since 2007, and that's no small feat. Their commitment to renewable energy is more than a promise. It's a tangible reality. They've made massive investments in solar and wind energy, powering their operations with 100% renewable energy. Then there's Tesla, the electric vehicle and clean energy company. Tesla's mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy isn't just a catchy tagline. It's a commitment that's reflected in every electric vehicle they produce and every solar panel they install. These are not isolated examples. There are other corporate giants like Unilever, IKEA, and Patagonia who are making significant strides in sustainability. They're not just reducing their carbon footprints, they're setting a standard. They're showing that profitability and sustainability are not mutually exclusive, but rather they can go hand in hand. These corporate giants have set a precedent, but the question remains, can others follow suit? The path to a sustainable future is not an easy one, but it's a journey that we must embark on, together. The giants in the green are leading the way, and it's time for others to step up and join the march towards a greener, more sustainable future. Governments, the rule makers, have a pivotal role in shaping our environmental future. This isn't just a statement, it's a reality that we're seeing play out on the global stage. When we look at the eco-landscape, we find some truly inspiring examples of governmental action. Take Denmark, for example. This little Scandinavian country has been leading the way in wind energy. They've set a goal to be carbon neutral by the year 2050, a lofty ambition that's backed by robust policy. Denmark's government is pioneering a sustainable future, making it a global leader in the green energy revolution. Then there's Costa Rica, a country that's quite literally living the green dream. Over 98% of its electricity comes from renewable sources, an achievement that few countries can boast. But Costa Rica didn't get there by chance. It was a deliberate move, a conscious choice made by the government to prioritize sustainability. These are just a couple of examples of how governments can, and are, playing a crucial role in driving sustainability. By making bold decisions and setting ambitious goals, These policy pioneers are demonstrating that a greener future isn't just a pipe dream, it's a viable reality. But let's not forget, change doesn't happen overnight. It takes commitment, it takes action, and it takes time. While these policy pioneers are taking strides, the road to global adoption is still long and winding. So let's keep pushing, keep innovating, and keep striving for that sustainable future we all dream of. Transitioning to a green economy poses its own set of unique challenges. As we delve into this complex terrain, we find that economic, social, and technological hurdles often stand in the way of corporations and governments seeking to implement sustainable practices. Let's start with the economic hurdles. Transitioning to sustainable practices often requires a significant initial investment. For instance, replacing a coal-fired power plant with a solar farm or wind turbines isn't just a matter of flipping a switch. It involves substantial upfront costs and a long-term perspective on return on investment. Then, there are the social challenges. Changing how we live and work can be unsettling for many. It can lead to job losses in some sectors and create a need for new skills in others. There's also the issue of societal resistance to change. It's human nature to stick to what we know, and embracing new ways of doing things can be daunting. The technological hurdles cannot be overlooked either. While we've made significant strides in renewable energy technologies, there's still a lot of ground to cover. Take battery technology, for instance. Despite advancements, we're still grappling with issues like energy storage capacity, charge time, lifespan, and disposal. But these hurdles aren't insurmountable. They present opportunities for innovation. They provide the impetus for corporations and governments to think outside the box, to find new solutions that not only address these challenges, but also bring about a future that is sustainable and inclusive. And that's where collaboration comes into play. No single entity can solve these problems alone. It's going to take a collective effort. Corporations working with governments, governments working with communities, and communities working with each other. Finally, there's accountability. We need to hold corporations and governments responsible for their actions, for their commitments to sustainability. We need to ensure they're not just paying lip service to the idea, but are truly making strides towards a more sustainable future. Overcoming these hurdles requires more than just will. It demands innovation, collaboration, and accountability. The journey towards a sustainable future is not a solo mission. It's a shared voyage, a collective endeavor that involves every one of us. Companies, governments, and communities alike, we all have a role to play. Consider this. When corporations adopt greener practices, it's not just an internal shift. It's a ripple effect that echoes through the industry, setting a precedent for competitors and inspiring other businesses to follow suit. And when governments implement policies that favor sustainability, it sends a clear message about their priorities, influencing the global stage and shaping the future of our planet. But it doesn't stop there. Collaboration extends beyond the boardrooms and government offices. It's about communities coming together, taking collective action and holding these entities accountable. It's about the grassroots movements that spark change, the neighborhood cleanup days that inspire others, the local initiatives that push for a greener tomorrow. When these three pillars, companies, governments, and communities, work together, the impact is exponential. It's not just about reducing carbon emissions or minimizing waste. It's about creating a culture of sustainability, a world where green is the norm, not the exception. And let's not forget, the collaboration isn't just about tackling the challenges we face today. It's about preparing for tomorrow, for the future generations who will inherit this earth. Together we can turn the tide and set a course for a sustainable future. The power to shape our world lies not just in the hands of these giants, but also in ours. Indeed, we all have a part to play in this grand scheme of sustainability. You may wonder, what can I do? I'm just one person. But remember, change starts with one, and then it grows. A single voice can echo across the world, inspiring others, igniting action. So, how can you support sustainable practices? It's simpler than you might think. Choose to patronize companies that prioritize the environment. Opt for products with less packaging, or better yet, no packaging at all. Reduce, reuse, recycle. These three words, we've heard them so often, they've become a cliché, but their impact is anything but trivial. But it's not just about our individual actions. We can also hold corporations and governments accountable. Demand transparency. Ask questions. Where do they source their materials? How do they handle waste? What are their carbon emissions? Remember, they are answerable to us, the consumers, the voters. We can also use our voices to advocate for stronger policies, for tighter regulations. Petition your local government, join rallies, use social media to spread awareness. We have more power than we realize, so let's use it. Let's be the change we want to see. Let's make sure that our future, our children's future, is one that's green, clean, and sustainable. Remember, every step towards sustainability counts. Together, we can ensure that these giants don't just walk the green talk, but live it.